does. Yeah, it does. Oh! In today's video, I'm going to be back in realistic car driving. I got a Porsche GT4RS, which I'm going to be using to take on the windy roads with second control off. Now, this is a very bad idea. And I've done this with many other cars before, but this time I think we have met our match because this car is absolutely crazy. As you can see there, if you look at the RPM, I'm just going for a person real quick. There's no limit. You usually would like stop at 7 to 8,000, but you can see there's no limiter. It goes straight up to 9. Now that's a very bad thing because it gives the wheels more time to spin, and it's very hard to counter steer. So this car is gonna make me go insane. I'm on my way up here because you have to get from the spawn to right there, and I didn't even have traction off yet. So I imagine it with it off now. I'm gonna die. Well, I'm not gonna die, but I'm gonna have a few crashes or spin outs at least. But I'm gonna do one attempt with it off and then I'm gonna turn it on if it's too crazy. I feel like it's gonna be too crazy because, as I said, it just has a lot of time to get the wheels spinning. As you can see, the RPM, there's no limit, so the wheels just keep spinning and spinning until it just fully spins out, which is very bad. So it makes it a lot harder to control or to counter steer. Pretty much, I think it's just gonna go sideways once we lose. Like, you have like a 1 to 2 second time to like counter steering, and if you miss those few seconds, you're cooked. There's no catching it back. That's pretty much how I feel like this car is. But I'm gonna try my best to see how it does. I don't want to shift to like third gear or fourth gear because I know it's just gonna have too much time to build up speed and we're just gonna lose it. So I'm gonna try to keep it in second or first most of the times. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. It's getting nighttime as well. I mean, this thing does look good in the night. I like it. Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This thing just it's okay. I think I forgot to add that it's fully tuned. I didn't down tune it anything like that. So we're doing this with a fully tuned car as well. So that kind of makes it a little more challenging as well. I think it was stock. I think it would be a little easier. I'm not sure. Okay, this thing is just so crazy. Every single turn. I mean, it was expected, but I didn't expect to be spinning out on almost every turn. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, you don't need to turn off traction for this thing to go sideways. It will literally go sideways with it on. That's how crazy this thing is. The fact that I have it off is just to make it even worse for myself. Because we don't even need it off to go sideways. It's just so easy to go sideways with this thing. It's not even funny. I think if we could like change the steering and like change the steering angle and stuff like that, it would be a perfect car for this, but we can't really change it, so I can't really do much about the steering because I feel like the tire should be able to go. I need a better steering angle pretty much. But this game isn't really focused on drifting or anything like that. You can, but it's not the main focus of the game. Let's try one in fourth gear. Nope. Let's not even think about it. Okay, I'm gonna turn back around, but this time I'm gonna turn on back traction. I think I stand a better chance now with it on, to be honest. It's still gonna be very slidey, but I think I stand a little better chance. Because with it off, there's just no controlling this. There's no, even when I'm trying to counter steer it, even if I give it a little bit of gas, there's no catching it back. It's just, you're cooked. Okay, hopefully we can master this bit with traction on, hopefully. Okay, I did a little better with it on than off, so that's good. At least we did a spin out. I don't think I'm going to spin out as much now, but I think it's still possible. Okay, never mind. We did get a little spin out there, but it wasn't a full spin out. But overall, this is the craziest car I've ever taken on this road. Okay, that was too bad. That wasn't too bad. I like that. I like that. I think that's the best attempt I had so far. I think I see the problem too. I need to keep it like at around 6 to 7 RPM when I'm entering the turns, so it doesn't have that much time to build up the speed. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Yeah, something like that. Because if it's like below 6, it's gonna have too much time to get the wheel spinning. Okay, I did a little better there. As I said, if I keep it like around 6 to 7, I think I'm good. Or I might have a better chance of catching it back. Yeah, I think I keep it to 6 or 7,000 RPM. We should be good. With the traction on as well. If it's off, then it doesn't even matter. Okay, never mind. It's possible, but it's still super challenging to catch it at the perfect time. I think that's my biggest problem right now. But if you guys think I'm joking, you can get this car. If you play this game, you can get this car and fully tune it and try to test it out on this road. It's very hard. I'm gonna do one more attempt. This time it's going up with the traction on. Okay, I'm gonna put it in sport just to see what it does. No, if I put it in sport, I'm cooked already. I gotta keep it in second gear because you don't want to be in too high of a gear. Okay, I'm gonna try it in comfort. Now it's not gonna send that much power to the rear wheel, so it might stand a little better chance. I'm gonna turn off traction again. It might stand a little better chance here because now it's not sending that crazy amount of power. Yeah, I saw a little better reaction there. It's not sending the full power to the rear wheel, so we stand a better chance to control it now. But this is just for experiment. If we were testing out the sport mode, it's too crazy in sport. This is just the experiment to see if it actually makes a difference. I feel like it definitely does. Yeah, it does. Oh! Let's just act like that did not happen. It does make a difference. It's not as crazy, but it's still there. Still has the ability to spin out on you. And now we're getting the understeer. Before it was just pure oversteer. Now we're starting to get the understeer. I feel like it's definitely improved. It's not crazy with the oversteer again, but it still has the ability. Okay, let's see how it does on these bits, because these bits are the challenging bits. Actually did pretty well. It's only at the end it starts to get kind of crazy on me. That's what caused me to crash into the RV right there. Even though we say that didn't happen, it didn't happen for real. It was just a little lag. It was edited into the video. That didn't happen. Okay, it's definitely improved it a bit. It's more controllable than when it's in sport or semi. Because pretty much just sending the whole power to the rear wheels. Now it's not sending as much. So it does make a difference. That wasn't too bad. Nice little power slide there. But it does make a difference. Because if we're doing that in sport, we'd be spinning out every turn or almost every turn pretty much. But there's one thing that I know that this thing is good at for sure, and it's doing this. This thing is very good at doing donuts. We need a little more space. I should have probably started up there, but we're good. yeah, but overall, this thing is very crazy. It has way too much power and too much RPM, so it's just sending too much power to the rear wheel. It's very hard to counter steer. Now I'm gonna take this thing on the track, but there's absolutely no way I'm taking it on the track with rear wheel drive. I'm switching it. I'm putting it in all-wheel drive. I'm switching the drivetrain. There's no way I'm taking that rear-wheel drive. This thing, no, nope, 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 nope. If the okay, the fact that they handle like that on this road, even though we did it with traction and traction off, even if we do take this thing on the track with traction on, the turns are much more sharper than this map by far, and and you can reach insane amount of speed once you can top the car out. So imagine topping out and taking those turns. I'll go flying off the map. There's no way I'm taking this thing as a wheel drive car on the track. I'm not even down to it. I'm just going to switch it to all-wheel drive and we'll take it on the track and see how it does. This is one of the cars that's banned for me as a wheel drive on the track. I'm never taking this thing. Nope, never. You guys may be like, why? This I feel like I would fly off the map every single time. I'll just mess up every turn. I'll be embarrassed by taking the thing on the track because there's no control. It just wants to go sideways. There's no control. But my next video is going to be taking the thing on the track, so make sure to look out for that. But I hope you guys found this. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, we did have at least one or two clean attempts, but overall, I'd say this thing was a nightmare to me. It's very unpredictable, basically, because I don't know what's going to do, even though it spins out on you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it doesn't. It's very unpredictable.